Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, would you please rise, if you are able, for the procession of the graduates and remain standing for the academic procession.
Welcome to the fall convocation of Kwantlen Polytechnic University. We begin by acknowledging that we're gathered here today on the traditional and unceded territories of the Coast Salish people who have lived here for millennia. Our university region includes the Swasan, Musqueam, Semiahmoo, Katzie, Kikwat, and Coquitlam peoples, and of course the Kwantlen, who bestowed their name on this university. We thank all of our First Nations for sharing their land and resources with us in friendship and in peace. Our elder in residence, Lekayton, is here to bless the convocation. Please remain standing if you are able.
My dear ones, I stand here with great humbleness and gratitude that the families here have taken all that time to commit to your education. We thank you here from Kwantlen First Nation to be part of that name that was bestowed upon you when you started. Thank you for always respecting the Kwantlen name. Thank you for coming into the House of Learning in a good way and leave with great excitement for the future. To all those who are on the stage today, we say heights up God, thanking you for getting our students past the 16 years of education. Your commitment alone stands great. Your commitment alone stands great. Now it's time for us to return that commitment to you in a good way. It's always exciting to know there's a Kwantlen amongst the grads today. That is great, great news for our nation. We strive and we do our best to make sure that everything that we do in our lives is for the future of the students. I hope that this day you will always remember, and thanking everyone here that stands here, great teachers, deans, and all those that were part of your life for the 4 years. Your pathway here is important. Keep on that pathway, never falter, just like you've been doing since kindergarten. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of all the people who took part in education, your children, the future. Heights of our relations.
Thank you, Lekayton. Please stay standing if you're able for the singing of O Canada, led by Adam Chila, a student in KPU's music program, accompanied on piano by Tilden Webb. Adam.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free.
Thank you, Adam. Please be seated. I declare Kwantlen Polytechnic University's convocation in session to honor our 2018 graduates. My name is Alan Davis. I have the honor of serving as KPU's President and Vice Chancellor. Convocation means to call together by summons, and in universities, convocations are called for the conferring of degrees and for the recognition of outstanding achievement. I'd like to introduce the members of the platform party. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. KPU's Chancellor, Dr. George Melville. Representing the KPU Board of Governors, Kim Rose. From the Kwantlen Student Association, Caitlin McCutcheon. From the KPU Alumni Association Board, Vikram Bubba and Nancy Armitage. The members of the Faculty of Arts who are here today, Bill Cowell and Victoria Johnston Hatch. Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Salvador Ferreras. Vice President External Affairs, Marlene Graziano. The University Registrar and the Marshal of Convocation, Zena Mitchell. Vice Provost for Students, Dr. Jane Fee. Vice Provost Teaching and Learning and Interim AVP Research, Dr. Stephanie Chu. Vice Chair of the University Senate, Dr. David Burns. The Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Dr. Diane Purvey. The Associate Deans of the Faculty of Arts, Dr. Faith Orton-Cuff and Dr. Wade Deisman. University Librarian Todd Mundell. Special Advisor to the Provost, Dr. Rajiv Janjani. Executive Director of Advancement, Steve Lawarne. Senior Director of Student Affairs, Joshua Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in acknowledging the platform party. Chancellor Melville, would you please bring greetings to the convocation?
President Davis, board members, Senate members, graduates, honored guests, family members, faculty, staff, and alumni, welcome to Kwantlen Polytechnic University's Fall Convocation Ceremony. Today we celebrate the successes of our graduates. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to each and every one of you. You should be very proud of the work you've done and decisions you've made that have gotten you here today. I would like to talk about two things this morning, pride and passion. I'm lucky. I love what I do, and I've always striven to pursue what I'm passionate about. When my peers in grade school talked about becoming doctors, astronauts, firemen, I dreamed of becoming a chartered accountant. Who would have ever thought that my dream would put me on this stage as your chancellor? I didn't know then where following that passion would lead me, but I do know this. People who are successful find success through passion. Everyone starts at the same level, and it's passion that sets you apart. So of the two things I'd like to leave with you today, one is to encourage you to find something you want to do, and the other is when you find it, do it with passion. Today you join a community of alumni, many of whom have found great success doing just that. These include the award-winning CEO of a multi-million-dollar company operating right here in Surrey, two grads who have opened a wildly successful Hong Kong-inspired sweet shop in Vancouver, a leading neuropsychologist helping children in the US, and the head of Kosovo's Department for Euro-Atlantic Integration. You can read some of these inspiring stories in the KPU Alumni magazine that was placed on your seat. Our grads are philanthropists, critical thinkers, entrepreneurs, and global citizens. This university's alumni are representing KPU locally, nationally, and globally in an incredibly impactful way. Today you join that community, one I'm proud to be part of as a KPU alumnus. And as each of you pursue your own passions and embark on your own paths to success, I hope you join me in sharing that pride. With each of our own individual successes, we help make KPU's reputation a little bit bigger, better, and bolder. So graduates, be passionate, and take pride in what you do and where you've come from. On behalf of your university, I wish you continued success, and once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. Tracy Gall will address the convocation on behalf of the graduates. Tracy graduates with a Bachelor of Arts in General Studies and a minor in Sociology.
Good morning, students, faculty, and loved ones. It is so wonderful to be standing in front of you all today. I am honored to be speaking on behalf of this graduating class. I can say with great certainty that each and every student before me has worked extremely hard to be here. I would like to take a moment to congratulate you on your efforts, and I want you to congratulate each other as well. You have made it through the anxiety of many first classes, and therefore many of those cringy icebreakers professors like having us participate in. You have spent many hours cramming for exams, often right up until it is time to write them, and you have worked till the early hours of the morning trying to perfect papers. Convocation has felt like a long time coming for many of us. Also, I would like to thank the amazing and dedicated faculty who have tirelessly worked to help us succeed and flourish not only in their classes but in others as well. Without them, we would not be here. I can remember the first time I set foot into the main building at the Surrey campus and how daunting it looked on that rainy morning. Yet after so many hours spent here, it no longer feels that way, but almost as a second home. I have met many students throughout my years at Kwantlen. I am grateful for the cooperation and teamwork that made group projects more manageable and the laughter and joy that came along with meeting and working with those new people. I'm pretty sure Starbucks made a small fortune with the number of times I gathered with colleagues to study and complete group work. While many students have come and gone with the passing of semesters, I know that there are several people I have met at Kwantlen who will stay with me for years to come. I am so thankful for the support and encouragement that I received from my family, friends, and other students. Kwantlen has been a positive experience where small classes have made it easy to connect with others. And that's what life ought to be about, making connections and learning from other people. What better place to be able to have both? I have had many experiences at Kwantlen. Some of my fondest memories include field trips to Lynn Canyon for geography and not having to stand in line at the Tim Hortons to get coffee before class. Not every experience was a small one, however, many of them felt small at the time, whether it was conversing in the classroom with students and being able to see matters from their perspective, or having paused while reading a passage to reflect on what was written and how it may have affected the lives of those who lived before us or those who live today. Those tiny impacts have shaped the person that I am today. When you take a bunch of small experiences and you compile them together, it can amount to something bigger than you ever thought possible. My experiences at Kwantlen have made me a better student, daughter, and friend. I am eager, as I'm sure many other graduates are as well, to apply and experience what I have learned here at Kwantlen in the real world, continuing to make positive impacts on the new people that I meet. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. We will now certify the graduands. Would the graduands please rise? Chancellor Melville, it is with great pleasure that I hereby certify that the graduands here present and those in absentia have met the requirements for the credentials to be presented this day as prescribed by the Senate of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, and I ask that you confer upon them their credentials.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the statutes of the Province of British Columbia, and upon the recommendation of the Senate and the Registrar of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, I confer upon you the credential to which you are entitled, and invest with you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to the credential. In keeping with the tradition of university convocations, please move your tassels from the right to the left side. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated.
We will now present each of our graduates to the convocation. Joshua Mitchell will present the graduates, assisted by Zena Mitchell, the University Registrar. And offering congratulations to each graduate as they cross the stage will be myself with the presentation of a commemorative medal, Chancellor Melville, the Dean of the Faculty of Arts, and each graduate will be presented with an invitation on behalf of the KPU Alumni Association. Graduates will ask you to return to your seats as directed by the marshals after crossing the stage. We'll try to keep this orderly, and please stay until everyone has crossed the stage. But vocal encouragement of your favorite graduate is very welcome. This is, after all, a celebration. Mr. Mitchell, when you are ready.
Thank you, President Davis. We will now recognize the graduates of the Faculty of Arts. Bachelor of Arts in General Studies, Tracy Lee Gall. Laura Elizabeth Harms. Ji Zhang. Associate of Arts in General Studies, Chelsea Shavorn Lacey. Diploma in General Studies, Kashish Bansal. Harvinder Singh Boparai. Gotang Chai. Chloe Chung. Cyrus Cheek. Wen Dai. Nei Deng. Jasmine Dami. Sahej Dillon. Ijoma Anita Adindu. Poonam Galhotra. Harmanpreet Kaur Heer. Gurleen Kaur. Harmanpreet Kaur. Jaspreet Kaur. Manpreet Kaur. Narinder Kaur. Narpaljit Kaur. Ramandeep Kaur. Saninderjit Kaur. Satvir Kaur. Mary Kanchan. Talwinder Kaur. Manila Kumar. Fang Chao Lu. Hemant Narang. Jerry Shen. Arshdeep Singh. Inderjeet Singh. Jagmeet Singh. Malkeet Singh. Manmeet Singh. Narinder Singh. Parminder Singh. Rajdeep Singh. Sarabjot Singh. Simranjit Singh. Vishavdeep Singh. Sandeep Kaur Sran. Siyun Tang. Harshpreet Kaur Tour. Zue Shu. Bowen Yu. Certificate in Education Assistant, Nicole Aaron Austin. Henna Bazran. With distinction, Nicola Kaylee Beauchamp. Nicole Benedictson. Sarah Billick. With distinction, Rebecca Bly. With distinction, Adeline Boychuk. With distinction, Parvin Borhanidost. With distinction, Caitlin Marie Bouvier. With distinction, Melissa Bragenstroth. With distinction, Julia Burmeister. With distinction, Selena Marie Calugero. Jadelyn Campbell. With distinction, Vernisha Chand. With distinction, Gaganpreet Kaur Chima. With distinction, Brenny Clammer. With distinction, Ranilla Coyle. With distinction, Laura Cuthbert. Jessica Dang. Gunit Kaur Dillon. With distinction, Susanna Bernice Estrada Sanchez. With distinction, Maeve Fall. With distinction, Stephanie Jill Fournier. With distinction, Tracy Ann Jelena. With distinction, Ivana Granlees. Whitney Allison Grant. With distinction, Paula Gross. With distinction, Alicia Lynn Harris. Samantha Ann Holborn. With distinction, Darcy Cecile Holzel. Felicia Hogeveen. With distinction, Shania Shu. With distinction, Jimmy Hung. With distinction, Erin Marie Hurst. With distinction, Sherry Lynn Kaiser. With distinction, Sarah Kim. With distinction, Michaela Faye Knoller. With distinction, Jordan Laurie. With distinction, Jody McIntyre Leach. With distinction, Julia Lichty. With distinction, Olivia Victoria Isabel Linka. With distinction, Brittany Allison McNeil. Tess Georgia Newton. With distinction, Lynn Catherine Auger. With distinction, Holly Marie Orr. With distinction, Haley Rochelle Penner. With distinction, Natalia Poshtar. With distinction, Kimberly Joanne Quinn. With distinction, Manisha Shivani Ramlu Naidu. With distinction, Melissa Nadine Raze. With distinction, Rachel Suzanne Riding. With distinction, Aisha Siddiqa Saeed. With distinction, Bibi Shagofta Sahibzada. With distinction, Chelsea Lynn Sandeland. With distinction, Erica Dawn Smart. With distinction, Heather Catherine Snitchuk. With distinction, Michelle Catherine Soulière. With distinction, Emily Strook. With distinction, Jocelyn Sagathi. With distinction, Danica Ann Brenda Tarrant. With distinction, Rena Terry. With distinction, Crystal Emma Leah Thomason. With distinction, Hannah Shea Uy. With distinction, Taya Christine Wilson. With distinction, Sarah Maria Reggett. With distinction, Tracy Zhao. Chancellor Melville, I present to you the graduates of the Faculty of Arts, and this concludes the presentation of our graduates.
Thank you very much. It was quite wonderful. Let people get back to their seats. But I think it's time, graduates, for you to take the opportunity to acknowledge your family and your friends who supported you during your studies. So I invite you to stand up and turn around and wave, make some noise, whatever. All right, sit down now. It was a bit weak, but it is early, and you'll make up for it outside, I'm sure. Zena Mitchell will now provide a welcome to the newest members of the KPU alumni community.
Good morning, everyone. Well, we get to now bring the ceremony full circle. Graduates, you'll recall it was just over an hour ago. I was giving you instructions on how things would unfold once the ceremony was underway. I then had the privilege of greeting each of you personally before you made your way across the stage. And now I have the honor of officially welcoming you into the KPU alumni community. I do that not only as Master of Convocation, but as your university registrar and as a proud KPU alumna myself. It was quite a number of years ago when I was right where you are, holding my parchment full of pride about having completed my studies here at KPU. I'm now delighted to extend my sincerest congratulations to you, our newest graduates, and to your loved ones, and welcome you to the alumni community. Welcome to a community that now numbers nearly 56,000. The word alumni is derived from the Latin word alire, which means to nourish or foster. As you leave your student status behind and become alumni of this incredible university, I hope you will remember KPU as a place where your mind was nourished and where you built the foundation on which you will now navigate your career path, a place where thought truly does meet action. Just when you thought your journey at KPU had come to an end, I'm here to tell you that this is just the beginning as new alumni. You've received a superb education from this university, and we look forward to hearing about your future achievements. There will be many of them, I'm sure. You are now all KPU ambassadors in the workplace, in the community, around the world. Carry the KPU banner proudly as you embark on the next part of your journey, and know that your success is our success. We will always be rooting for you. We will always be championing your achievements. We will always be with you. The KPU alumni community is your lifelong connection to your alma mater. We strive to provide you with the relevant resources to help build and maintain your success, including rewards and benefits exclusive to our alumni. KPU alumni are all over the world doing incredible things. They're making it better, they're making it more interesting, they're making it theirs. So welcome to this esteemed community where you can inspire and be inspired by your fellow graduates. We wish you every success, every joy, every triumph, and we look forward to staying in touch. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Zena. I would like to close with a few words specifically about this university and its importance to our community within the context of the crucial role that universities of all shapes and sizes play in our society. KPU is a university for our times, a polytechnic university, open and accessible and relevant to both local needs and the global issues of our society. A university that is driven by teaching and learning, enriched by our research and scholarship, and engaged with our communities. Our mission is to create opportunities for all learners to achieve success and to prepare them for rewarding work, for engaged citizenship, and for a lifetime of continued learning. Certainly, all the evidence we have from employers and alumni is that we achieve these goals in many ways. And beyond that, KPU is part of a global community of thousands of universities which are founded upon and dedicated to the great ideals of civilization: liberty, truth, sustainability, beauty, and justice. And they respect and preserve culture and language and ideas and inspire their learners and others to do the same and to become active agents in creating a better world, whatever their field of study. In order to do this, universities have for centuries cherished their autonomy and the academic freedom of their faculty and their learners, and their right and responsibility to always question the status quo and to explore new knowledge while tackling complex issues, and to do so respectfully, ethically, and thoughtfully. At KPU, though we're still very young as a university, we continue this tradition, and not just by dressing up twice a year like extras in a Harry Potter movie. There are serious reasons for all this pomp and ceremony here at Convocation. In addition to being, we hope, an appropriate celebration of your success, it reminds us of all the hard-won freedoms that universities continue to protect and to foster on behalf of society. If you read or watch any news media, you'll quickly realize that these freedoms should never be taken for granted. So keep the tradition. Whatever your line of work, try always to be open, skeptical, questioning, respectful, and kind. All of us here have had the honor and the privilege of helping each of you along the way in reaching your educational goals. Thank you for choosing us. Friends and family, thank you for all you have done in supporting our graduates and for being here today. Tracy, thank you for your very fine words and relating your experience at KPU to being a better student, but also a better daughter and a better friend. I can't think of a better way of expressing what we hope to do here. So go forth, and if you haven't got one already, take the advice my father gave to me when I graduated. Those 3 little words that mean so much. Get a job. This concludes our convocation. I'd like to thank all of those who've been involved in the planning and execution of the ceremonies this week. I invite you to join us in the reception across the way in Surrey, Maine, for hugs and photos. Chancellor Melville, please dismiss the convocation. Please stand if you are able and remain standing until the platform party and the graduates have exited the convocation.
In honor of our deep respect for the Kwantlen First Nation, I offer this blessing in harmony with and with deep respect for the many faiths and philosophic traditions represented here today. As you continue on life's journey, may you walk tirelessly. May the Creator walk with you. May His peace be in your minds. May her love be in your hearts. All my relations. I declare this convocation dismissed.